Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I had the Bo Jackson on. No, I'm playing. I had Boasting, No Sting Tillman on, and I had Jackson Lamar, not Lamar Jackson, Jackson Lamar on. We talked D League and recap semi pro. That's it. Hope you guys enjoy.
Ice water turn Atlantic. Night calling in a phantom. Told them, hold it, don't you panic.
Welcome back to another episode of Bromance. I'm Ryan, and today I got me, Bo Jackson.
What's up?
Bo Jackson, how we doing? This was like the toughest guest to honestly pull.
Facts.
How'd you split us up like that?
Facts. How did you do that?
What do you mean?
How'd you split up Bo Jackson like this?
I don't know. Jackson Bo?
I don't know. I didn't even think about that until just now.
I was trying to think of something creative, and I was like, should I do something with like Jackson Lamar?
Up to
My middle name is actually Lamar
no,
with two R's.
Theodore.
I have two middle names, but one is Lamar.
Theodore, No Sting Ball, Lamar Tillman.
Yeah. Facts, bro. You got it.
awesome.
Boys, how are we doing?
Doing good, man. Body feels like shit from the weekend, but
From playing dodgeball or from the bar?
yes.
You started a lot of Nick chants at the bar. I was shocked.
Me? Yeah, facts. Yeah, I even put a Knicks shirt on and then ran across the street and then came back. Yeah.
That's
yeah, bro,
crazy.
you're really getting into it. You're
Yeah.
getting into it, man.
Yeah, man. You know me, big Knicks fan over here. So
Yeah, let's pour a little bit out for the Boston Celtics, and let's have a moment of silence.
yeah. Am I allowed to drink alcohol on this show?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, take a shot for this off.
Moment of silence. Moment gone.
Okay.
1 second too quick.
Fuck you guys.
Jackson, how are we feeling?
I feel pretty good actually. Yesterday was my sore day, so I actually was able to go to the gym today. Kind of work the legs out a little bit, but it was a good weekend overall. Bar was fun. Dodgeball. Result could have been better, but it was still a lot of fun to be there. So can't really complain.
True. D League champ.
Yeah, that's true. Oh fuck, where's the medal? Oh, I think I left it in my car.
Uh-oh. Bo, where's the belt? I know you got it right next to you.
Fuck, I came unprepared too.
Oh my God. Guys, do I need to go downstairs and grab all my shit? Mm-hmm. Show the belt off.
There it is.
There it is.
Wow. Oh.
Oh, you do not want to do that.
Yeah,
True.
I heard some stories about like what goes on with the belt. So
Do you know who held that last?
I thought I'd seen some stuff on that
Yeah.
belt, more specifically on my face.
Yeah, facts. Moisturizer. So
Hashtag ad.
Oh my God.
But yeah, no, I'm doing pretty good myself. I would say for me personally, it's never the day after the tournament. It's the day after the tournament where
Mhm.
I'm like physically tired. It's always the day after the tournament though, where I'm like mentally just gone.
Yep.
Gone.
Yeah. That Sunday I had football and then we had open gym. So like I just didn't get a break at all. But
Rough.
yeah. But today's a rest day.
Jackson, what time did you get back to Connecticut? Did you guys leave that night?
Yeah, we left that night. We probably left an hour after you did, give or take. By the time I dropped Meredith off, I was like in bed by 1:30.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, not bad.
Were you there before that person may have vomited all over the place or after?
Huh?
No names.
Yeah, no names.
No names. No names.
I left before, personally.
before.
Before?
Yeah.
I want to say goodbye to that person, and that person bit the absolute fuck out of my arm.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I left it like a little after 10, I think, and I got back to Boston a little after 2 in the morning.
Okay.
Nice, easy 5 hour drive.
Yeah,
Something light.
Like,
I don't know how you do that.
it's not great.
No, hell no, especially after drinking and have like a long ass day.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, me drinking and driving? No.
Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like you. Take another shot.
Dude, yeah, yeah.
For any
Yeah.
cops out there listening.
Yeah. I mean, I had to drink when I got there, and then I had plenty of waters and a lot of time elapsed before I drove home. So
I had some
for
twisted
legal
tea.
purposes.
Had some twisted tea at the tournament. Everyone from Connecticut's like, you always talk about twisted tea, but we never see you drinking it.
Really? We said that?
So I had to take a cue pick with Nikki.
It's arm relief.
Mm.
It is facts. All right, Bo. So everyone knows who Bo is, but maybe not a lot of people know who Jackson is. So Jackson, describe yourself.
Goofy. I don't know.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, so Jackson Lamar, not related to the quarterback, sadly. So I mean, I started playing dodgeball literally a year and like a third ago or something like that, but I haven't been traveling since I've been traveling since November. So I'm not even like a year in, like traveling outside of Connecticut, like outside of Nutmeg. So I'm still trying to learn everything. Like this is my first semi-pro experience, my first semi-pro season. So I'm just trying to learn a little bit, but I feel like I'm starting to catch back up. I'm going to Minnesota for my first USA experience next weekend or
Let's go.
this weekend, and then going to Boston in July to experience some no-sting.
Bo's favorite.
Yeah, I heard a lot of rumors about boasting.
Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad for you. It's got to be your experience. I'm
Yeah,
gonna sit out a lot. That one. So.
well, I will say no-sting's probably my least favorite now. I'm not gonna lie. So
As it should.
I don't blame it. I tried the claw balls, the new ones at in Long Island. I actually really like those. I actually don't mind them. Like I'm not a cloth player by any means. Like I know like Ashley was like really mad about them, but I kinda can throw those a little better than the old ones.
Let's go back a little bit. Pause. You said in Long Island, and I know a lot of people from Long Island will be watching this.
They're gonna be mad.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I got corrected a lot.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah.
Hey Ryan, cut that.
Yo, so when we were leaving the bar, there was like this group of girls that kept on chanting calves, 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 right? So I went to go leave the bar, like walk to the parking lot, grabbed like a Coke, was leaving like the little bar area, and I saw the group of the girls, and they saw me, and I was like, "Uh-oh, you guys are bad news. I remember you." And then they were like, "Cavs, Cavs, Cavs, Cavs." And I'm like, "How are you even Cavs fans? You live in Long Island." And they were like, "Don't ever say that." I was trolling. I definitely knew what I was doing. I was trolling.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so Jackson, you mentioned that your first tournament was in November. Was that
Yeah.
the BDL tournament?
Yeah, that was our second one. Yeah, that was a draft tournament. I forgot how that ended, but I think like some random team won. That I was on.
Ted.
I got
Just
that
like
medal.
the
You
last
want that?
one. Just
I
like
got
the
that
last
medal.
one.
Hold on. I gotta move my other BDL medal to grab this one.
The one that we brought back.
Yeah, the one that's got everyone's germs on it.
Oh
Bro,
yeah.
I do not want to put this either one of these in my mouth ever
Bite
again.
it. Bite
No,
it.
no, absolutely not.
All right, so you mentioned that you're playing in Minnesota. Who are you playing with?
I'm actually playing with the guys in Philly for Bananarchy. As they
Banana-
misspelled
Yeah, I know
it.
why
I
this
think-
time.
Yeah, Bananarchy. Nice. Cool.
Yeah, they reached out after I posted on Facebook, and I'm pretty pumped. Pretty
Who's on that
excited to
team?
get to
Who
work.
are we playing with?
Yeah, don't do that to me.
You don't know?
I don't know the roster like that, man.
All right, I'll probably guess. I would say, Bo, help me out here. I would say Steve.
Yeah, Steve's the captain.
Okay. I'd probably say Matt. If Filthy's not going.
I'm looking up the roster right now.
I would say Alex.
Shout out Total Sports Hub.
Hashtag ad.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll say Alex,
I see Alex, yeah.
Rupert,
No Rupert. Or I don't see a Rupert on here.
Name
Alex,
doesn't sound familiar.
Steve, Nick.
No, Nick.
Shit.
There's like there's only like two
I was
people that I recognize from normal Bananarchy on here. The rest
Okay.
are the rest are people that I know of, or actually I don't know. Like CJ, the guy that wears like the face mask and he refs a lot.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
He's on there, and then Preston Jordan. He plays on Dauntless sometimes. He's a pretty good player. And then
Sick.
John Iorio. I don't,
That's a fucking OG right there.
and then Nathan Smith. I don't know who that is, but that's their
I do
team.
know I'm not the only free agent, so
Yeah, I think they have
they
like four free agents.
yeah, they did some crowdsourcing.
CJ was a free agent. He posted on the page a few days ago.
Yeah.
All right.
He's a solid player. I like playing with him.
Okay.
But
No, I'm
yes,
very excited.
yeah. So be on the lookout for Jackson. First tournament. Give him his welcome to dodgeball moment.
Yeah, be mean to me.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear what your welcome to USA dodgeball.
Can't wait to get drilled in the face. It's gonna be great.
Have you had a welcome to dodgeball moment yet?
Um, so I'll say like the first time it's like the first open gym, the first night of dodgeball ever. It was at Nutmeg. I was still meeting everybody. I had no idea how everyone played. I didn't know what dodgeball was pretty much. And I think it was like my second game there. I was playing against Allen, and this man just lines up, releases a no sting ball faster than I've ever seen anything move ever,
Moving bullet.
straight into my face. Like 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 my nose was the bullseye. It just went, and I literally like stood there for like a solid like 4 seconds. Like what the?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, no, that was rough. Like I stood completely still, just oh.
Alan
Uh,
hit Alan hit Rachel, the new girl in hot dogs, in the ankle last week, and I thought her ankle was going to explode. I've never heard someone's ankle sound like that after someone hit it with a ball.
oh,
Damn.
she's like a nice person too. We probably ruined her.
I hope she comes back. Yeah, Ashley was warning her before they played us. Like, watch your face.
Oh, it won't be that bad. Oh,
Who got
geez.
you into dodgeball?
It was actually Mikey. He's my tattoo artist. For those who don't know, he did like my first couple of tattoos, and then after you do that, you have to follow him on Instagram because that's just what you do. You follow your artist, and he posted the Nutmeg signups. Like, hey, who wants to do this with me? And of course, I knew this person from like a week ago. I only saw like him for an hour. No idea what he's like. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll go. So I trusted a stranger to go play dodgeball, and I only did that because he's also good friends with my cousin. So the
And
three of us kind of got
this is
roped in.
Mikey, firearms Mikey.
Firearms Mikey, yeah, we call him gun holder Mikey, gun owner Mikey. I decided to give him my full trust.
For whatever reason, I thought you guys went to high school together.
Oh hell no, no, not at all.
So other than dodgeball, what do we like to do?
Um, well, ooh, good question. Okay. Do you
Good
guys know the
question.
show? Yeah, good question. Put that on the counter. Do you guys know Survivor, the game show?
Yeah.
I was gonna bring this
Yeah.
up.
Oh, you motherfucker! You did your research. So in college, I played online versions of this shit of Survivor, where you go in like Facebook chat rooms and Messenger chat rooms and all that shit, and that's where you talk to other people. You do online challenges and all that. Kind of after college, I did that for like a year. Stopped doing it because I wanted a life. So I went from that to real versions of the show. So there was a show in Branford, Connecticut, and I signed up for it. They casted me, and now there's 2 seasons of Survivor Brantford on YouTube of me playing it. And
Nice.
the second time I was on, I wore my Risley shirt. So from Nutmeg. So
Hell yeah.
there's a bit of a timestamp for you.
Let's go.
Hell
So
yeah.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I'm going back this summer to do a third season, either as a caster or as a camera person. So it's something that I've been doing alongside dodgeball for a year now.
That's
Should,
sick.
thank you.
Do you play D&D too?
Fucking Mikey, yeah.
I heard about this too. I did my research.
God damn, you're gonna bring up everything in my life, I guess. But yeah, he hosts a D&D group, bunch of guys from dodgeball. That's Jeans, that's Vicky, that's Mare. Trying to think off the top of my head, is that everybody? I think that was literally the group. Ashley started playing last week, so yeah, we just have a group that meets whenever we can. We usually don't, but we try our best. So yeah, I guess I'm a nerd.
Jeans casually brought this up on the way down to the last semi-pro with Meredith. And he's like,
Hmm.
yeah, it's a good time. We all bring food and stuff. And I was like, what
Yeah,
the fuck? You guys are in a Dungeons and Dragons group?
is that how she heard about it,
Is that who heard about it?
Ash? Or
Yeah,
is that how
actually,
you?
yeah, no, she was in a car. That's how she must have heard about it. Yeah.
Mm. All right, that makes sense because I didn't think she knew about it at all until I saw her there. I was like, oh, you're here.
I know you. Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Yeah, I've never played before. Definitely have watched like the Tim Woods episodes on PMT. So seems like a good time.
No, it's actually really fun because that's how I found out about it too with Tim Woods. Absolutely.
Absolutely. 100%.
100%. Absolutely.
I used to
Biggest
skip
head nod.
I used to skip those episodes all the time, and now I like watch them. I'm like, dude, I've been missing out. These are hilarious.
They're fire, dude. They're fire.
All right, let's get into dodgeball though. So, I this is my goal. My goal is to have every single captain on, even Brenda, even though I'm scared to talk to girls.
You could do it, I promise.
I'm gonna try my best.
I hope you have a second person on. You don't solo it.
I'm gonna have like a mediator or something like that on. There's no way
Bo,
I'm soloing that. There's no way.
Bo's just in the middle.
I'm not joining that one.
Making no eye contact. I'm like looking up to the side.
So how'd you get into Dodge?
Yeah. But yeah, my goal is to have every single captain on. Matt's my Pookie. Pookie, I'll have you on soon. Don't worry. But I wanted to have Jackson on because D League champ. Bo and I don't play in D League. I caught the tail end of the first one and the second one, but I want you to explain to me like a 5-year-old what the D League is.
Yes. So for the people that do D League, we have to wake up a little earlier. We have to travel a little bit earlier because it starts at 10. It's basically like a developmental league for people that want to get more reps before the main tournament starts. And it's actually pretty effective at that because I'm fucking tired afterwards. But it's 4v4. It's usually last time it was just 4 balls, but this time, oh no, it was 4 balls. 4 balls total. So throwing 2 balls with burn is kind of weird, but it is what it is. They're quick games. There was only 4 teams that signed up this time, so it's a round robin. We play each team once, and then it's just a basic bracket with 4 teams, and then you get champion. Nothing too crazy. It was us. It was carried by our girlfriends. It was sledgehammers and swamp puppies.
Carried by our girlfriends, I'm assuming was Matt.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Sludge puppies. Who was that?
That was shit. Bo, you're gonna have to bail me out again. It says on the website. Again, I'm new, dude. I'm still trying to get names down. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't see who won the um
I know Derek was in the championship against you guys, but I'm trying to
Yeah,
remember who was on his team.
that was with Justin. He was
Okay.
also with
Yep, and they won the last
Um,
one.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
That was ran a little different, but that's because there was just more teams that joined. But this time with 4 teams, we had the time to just do everyone makes playoffs.
And this was single Elam or double?
Single,
Single.
single. Yeah. Again, it was just designed to give everyone reps, which was really effective. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah,
And
Jeans came into the semi-pro hot.
mm, no, he actually was like he caught like three balls at the end. And he was really throwing it too. So like we definitely wouldn't have done that well if Jeans wasn't playing that hot. So
Is there any strategies that you kind of noticed that was working with four people, four balls?
um if you know that someone's like definitely not going to counter, like they're kind of like kneeling or they're just like at like a squat that they won't like pop off in time, you could definitely focus on one person because then they're probably going to be the counter. So you can kind of stay at the line a little bit, kind of burn the clock a little bit before making a throw. Um, because that's what we did at championship. We know Derek was just kind of like standing there with ready to block the ball. He wasn't really going to make the counter, and if he was, it was kind of obvious. So we were able to play around that and get in good position for any counters coming our way.
Okay. Yeah, it seemed like with the two ball situation, obviously one person has to burn a ball and it's like,
Mm.
all right, is that person going to counter? Are they going to run it away?
Yeah,
Do they want the three balls and maybe they're going to kill someone?
yeah. Part of that's also there's a less people to keep track of with balls. So
True. It's
like
like kind of like a one-on-one. It's like kind of checkers, not chess, I guess you could say.
yeah, yeah, and there's still a strategy, but it's definitely a lot more simple. We're just waking up, right? So it's a good warm up if you don't gas yourself out.
Yeah, no, I like the concept. I think it's cool. I'm glad that people get to play in it that aren't in semi-pro. Like Derek was there. Sierra was there too. Shout out Sierra.
Yeah, she was cool, and Derek was really cool too. It was good to see everyone.
Hmm. And then I probably should have mentioned this beforehand, but Brett. So Brett was running this tournament. No Sal, no Giancarlo,
Hmm.
and I thought Brett did a really good job.
Yeah, I think Brett afterwards because I thought Brett like ran it really well.
And I will say, Brett played with Sirius for all day, pretty much. So for him to be running the tournament and playing with us was, I'm sure, very stressful for him. So extra shout out for Brett. Thank you for helping us out in a pinch.
Shout out Brett. Also, he's a Knicks fan. Shout out Brett.
Shout out Brett. I'm
I
not
take it
even a,
back.
I'm not even a Knicks fan.
I take it back.
It wasn't that bad, Bo.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's fine. Whatever.
All right, Jackson, walk us through the championship
The championship.
because you guys came from behind.
Yeah, we did. We got our shit pushed in. Like we weren't expecting like Derek just to be absolutely slinging it as fast as he was.
That's
Um,
normally what he does, by the way.
I feel
yeah.
like that's Derek. So-
Okay.
Welcome
Time
to
out.
Derek's.
Listen. It was
Someone didn't read Scout.
We thought Derek was going to throw lefty.
yeah, we thought he was gonna take it easy, guys. I think going from what semis was to finals definitely was like an eye opener, and I think we put a little too much stock into trying to prevent that we just kept getting picked off by the everybody else. So we kind of just told each other, "Hey, let's relax. We have this. We are kind of playing sloppy right now. It's kind of lock in." And honestly, Jeans was very much locked in. Like I saw a difference immediately. He had like a shadow catch that really brought Dave back and like gave us a lot of momentum. And I think from there we just kind of took over. We just kind of took over. We found our spots. We kind of knew what the strategy was with like again one person squatting, one person's countering. Let's worry about this guy for now, and we took it home. We just played hot.
Do you remember that second to last game when Gene stepped off the court?
When James stepped off. No, when was that? No.
Okay, so it was a 1-on-4. Gene's got one hit, and they just kept on like dirting balls on purpose. And I'm behind you guys, and I'm shagging, and I walk into the corner with Gene's.
Okay.
And it was still 2-on-4 at that time. I'm like, be prepared to step off. You might have to step off. He's like, all right. Then it goes to 1-on-4. Then he gets one hit, and then they're just throwing the ball with 1 second left on the burden clock, not even trying to get him out. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Jeans, like you gotta go for the catches. You gotta put it on people. It doesn't matter if you give up a catch because you're gonna have to step off. He's like, all right, Bo, they're counting it down. Like the game clock, 10, 9, 8, 7. Dude, they get to 2. And I'm like, step off the court, step off the court. And he's like, I am stepping up. I'm like, get off the court.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
He's like, I am up. And I'm
oh,
like, no, step off, not up.
oh man.
Yeah, and then he had to like sprint to the sideline and like long jump off.
Dude,
Oh,
it was like half a second to like time to spare.
damn.
And then they
Yeah.
won that game, and then they won the next game. And it came back
Damn.
from behind.
I remember now. Yeah, we looked at him like, dude, what's going on? And he was like, I thought you said step up.
That would have really sucked if he. I mean, that would also been really cool if he clutched the 1-on-3. Then you guys only had to win one more game, but
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
that would have been cool, but I mean, that was definitely the right play.
that's how you're supposed. Yeah,
Get
that
the
is how you're
fuck
supposed to
off.
play it. Yeah, Swamp
was-
Puppy had a good team though. I'm looking at I found their roster. It was Derek, Jacob Falco, another Jake, LA Kick Jake, then Justin Thomas and Pat Holler.
oh, just Jake Rosen.
Jake Rosen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were really good.
Yeah,
It was definitely a wake up call when we got to finals.
hmm
For sure. All right, let's get into the semi-pro part itself, though. So this semi-pro, we had 3 celebrities: Matt Levine, Jeff G. Vinco, and Brandon Kelly. 2 out of the 3 showed up an hour and a half late.
That's hilarious.
There may have been a little bit of miscommunication. Some people thought the tournament started at 1 when it started at 12.
No, really?
There also may have been a carpool coming from Philly that got stuck in a lot of traffic.
Okay.
So who
Okay,
told
that's okay.
who told them the wrong time?
I told them 1 o'clock originally because I'm 99% sure that's what time the last one started. And then we got the email the night before saying 12. And I sent it in my group message for my team, but I forgot to tell Matt. But I also kind of figured that maybe Andrew would have been told that, but Andrew also showed up late.
Yep.
So that meant Jeff showed up late. That meant that Shannon and Matt also showed up late.
Yep.
Yeah, so it was rough. Bo, you also had something happen to you on the way down to the tournament.
Wait, what?
Weren't you supposed to pick someone up? Someone
Oh
might have
yeah.
ghosted.
Oh yeah. I was like, did I get an accident or did I run out of gas? Like what happened? Yeah, I was supposed to pick up John. Shout out John. But
Wait, really?
yeah, so I was supposed to pick up John. So like the night before, I like coordinating like a ride with John because like he's on the way like out of Boston. So I was like, yeah, I can pick you up on the way. So he's like, I'm like, all right, I'll pick you up at like 7:30 or whatever. And this is at 11:30 p.m. I get to his house around like 7:45 maybe or like 7:50. And I like text him, I'm like, hey, I'm here. A couple minutes go by. And I'm like, all right. So then I start calling him. I call him like 5 or 6 times, and then I'm like texting him. And then I like text Garrett because I know him and Garrett had kind of talked about like giving a ride. I'm like, did he like maybe get a ride with Garrett last minute or something? And then I texted Carlos because I was like, maybe he got a ride with Carlos or something because I know they all ride together sometimes. Um, no answer, and they're like, no, he's not with us. So I'm like, okay, so, and it's not like John for at least I don't know John to like miss anything like that. Um, and I was like, do I go knock on his door, like ring his doorbell? But I was like, I know he's got like roommates, so I didn't want to disturb that. So I gave it like a couple more minutes. I gave it one more phone call, and I was like, I'm seeing my ETA rise to where like I'm about to be late myself, and I know like traffic and stuff. It's like it only takes one accident on the way on like a 4-hour drive, and I'm like screwed. So I was like, I gotta go. And then I took off. And then he texted me at like 9:30 or something like that. And he was like, dude, my alarms didn't go off or whatever. And then yeah, so he didn't make it. So I texted the captain's chat. I was like, hey Gio, by the way, I was supposed to pick up John. He did not answer my phone calls. So, and I texted screenshots of like me me texting him and the phone call, so they knew I wasn't like just bullshitting him and just left him.
Bro literally ghosted his brand new team.
Facts.
I guess that's one way to say you don't want to get drafted by them.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Dude,
playing. I'm playing.
I thought he had something going on.
No.
I didn't realize he just actually overslept or his alarms didn't go off.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like missing or late this past tournament.
Yeah. The start of it was a shit show for sure.
We actually had to flip our first and second series. That way we ref first and then played the second.
Yeah, because my team, I think four of us were not gonna get there on time, or we were like 5 or 10 minutes late. Yeah, I think my ETA was like 12:15 or something, or when I got there, it was like 12:15 or something. So I was like late too.
Yeah, that captain's meeting, everyone's like, do you have six? And I'm like, yeah. How many do you have? I have four. Oh, I have five. Oh, I have four. I'm like, oof.
Yeah,
Once again, shout out Brett because he flip flopped a lot of stuff.
yeah. I remember. Yeah, I remember. I tried asking for that last year, and they did not do that. So I just like missed like a game and a half. And that was
Yeah.
one where it took me like 6 hours to get here because there was like two accidents and it took me 6 hours. I was like, oh my God. And ended up missing like a game and a half. Sucked.
It's crazy too because Connecticut is like normally like smooth sailing. There's never any traffic whatsoever.
Yeah, facts. Never. Never. They never have two cars driving the same speed in both lanes like for the entire state of Connecticut.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like us.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, it's like that one masshole that's driving like 95 fast lane, high beaming everyone.
Yeah, facts. I don't high beam people, but I like drive like I got somewhere to be. Yeah.
All right, Jackson. So you didn't have Jesse and you didn't have Zach this past tournament. So what were some differences that you noticed between this past tournament and the tournament before?
Well, also to boot, Ben was also someone who was late, so we actually had to play with five people, which included Robbie, who, mind you, is still injured because
Crippled.
yeah, some would say that. Where he fucked up his back, so he was just kind of there being like a stone wall that sometimes threw. So it was definitely I felt like I definitely had to like step up a little bit and throw a little bit more and help try to keep the team together because Zach was a big voice for us on the previous tournament. Um, and it was definitely a different position, not something I was prepared for because I didn't know Zach was not going to be there until like 2 minutes before our first game.
Damn.
Was this like a last minute thing or?
Well, no, Matt knew. He just didn't tell me.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
He didn't
well,
want to surprise you guys.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, I got some for you. More playing time." But no, it was definitely 180. Last time we started off hot. This time we did not start off so hot. We played with five people, and then Ben came, so we played with six, which is great. But then we just couldn't recover, and it just kind of carried that stink a little bit. And that was our first game against Invictus, I believe.
And Invictus played pretty well this tournament too.
Yeah, no, they were on fire. No, they were really good. And every time I see them, they were up a couple times. They were up pretty big sometimes when I checked them out. So good
Dude,
on them.
I looked at the standings and like all their round robin games, they only played 15 matches.
Are you sure this is an updated one?
I mean, whatever I'm looking at right now, it said they had 8 sets for, 7 against. I'm like,
Is
is that right?
No, I think that's old. I think you're looking at the April one.
I was
No,
gonna
I'm looking at this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm like, let's see like the scores that they beat Sirius 2-0.
Okay, yeah, this is an update because they didn't
Yeah.
win a single series last
They,
tournament.
they lost to us. They lost to us 4-0.
They smoked us.
They beat Sauce 2-1. They beat Impact 2-1.
Oh, I thought it was 3-0.
Invictus beat Phoenix 1-0. They tied Squabble up 1-1. Yeah, they only played 15 matches. Shake and
Damn.
Bake 2-1.
Jeez.
15 sets in 6 round robin matches is insane.
Hey, they looked a lot better than they did last tournament.
Yeah, facts.
Bo, you had Brandon Kelly on your team, so talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I didn't think I was gonna use a celebrity player in this by like the second semi-pro, but I felt like this was gonna be the most competitive one, with Matt coming and then Jeff coming. So I felt like I needed to counter with Brandon. And then I was thinking about like who could I get? And then Abby said that Brandon was available. So, and like Brandon is a good defensive corner, like especially thinking about the venue that we play in, and like there's a lot of wall ball. So there's like you need somebody who can deal with a lot of doubles and stuff like that. And Brandon's really good at it, avoiding those. And I wanted to get a corner so then I can move to the middle. So he was just like a really good fit. And him and I play together like a lot in open gyms and stuff. So, um, yeah, I felt like it wasn't gonna be like hard to like a learning curve or anything. And him and Quan have played together on Team USA before in cloth, but you know,
Oh yeah, that's right.
yeah. So at least they've like played together in some capacity.
What was that, 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, in Edmonton, yeah,
Forgot about that.
yeah. So yeah, it was good. Having them.
Yeah. The first tournament for Impact. So for those who don't know, I sprained my thumb. That's why my shit was wrapped up. The shit was black and blue from my thumb to my wrist. So I really wasn't playing corner until I had to. And then this past tournament, we didn't have Sean, but we had Matt. Thumb still isn't like 100%, but yeah, our lineups, we've been kind of messing around with lineups. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of little things we have to work on, but I feel pretty positive moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you better be good for this weekend.
Dude, we had a double header Wednesday night and it was no sting. And
Yeah.
my thumb doesn't hurt anymore, but it gets sore,
Hmm.
especially with no stink. And we didn't have any subs either Wednesday. And I was like, dude, I really don't want to play right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Do not get hurt this week.
I'm not gonna get hurt. We'll be good. Locked in for Minnesota.
Sir.
Let's talk about some other teams though. So I feel like that I pretty much ref the same two teams, and that was Squabble Up and Shake and Bake.
Hmm.
Like I didn't get to play you guys, Jackson. I also didn't know how to get to ref you guys. I played
Yeah.
Sauce once. I didn't ref him once.
It's probably a good thing you didn't ref us. Not gonna lie.
So how do we think Sauce did this tournament?
We lost the sauce. That
We
was
also did too.
that was our only loss. It was like right when we got there. And yeah, so yeah, we lost to them. I think we lost, what was it, 2-1? Yeah, they went up, they won the first two sets and then just try to play catch up. I think the first set took a while. And then like they won the second one and then we were trying to play catch up and we just ran out of time kind of, but yeah, whatever.
I believe we played them too. I think that was also like a 3-0 game. I think if I remember correctly, we just couldn't hit shots to save our lives. They're a very elusive team to hit, honestly. And even if we throw it like a little closer, like, okay, now this is going to be hit for real, they just catch it.
Yeah,
And
Jordan's a great catcher.
yeah, it was just frustration after frustration with that one. They played great though, so can't really fault them at all.
And they're missing a lot of people too. So they're missing
Mm.
Dylan, they're missing Chrissy, and they're missing Chris Brand.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah, they brought a random who actually like wasn't bad.
He was also helping a lot too with the scores and everything with Brett at the end. I don't know his name.
Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, he wasn't bad. So,
Hmm.
you guys lost 3-2 to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Should have a
But
little more confidence. Goddamn.
yeah, yep. Um,
How do we think Squabble Up did this series or this tournament?
Squabbleup's good. I mean, I knew Randy had us circled because of the group chat. So right before our round robin game, I was like, we just cannot lose to Randy. And
Android man.
yeah, and can't lose to Randy, and Quan like just can't lose to Taylor. So like that one was a big one for us. But yeah, I mean we didn't lose to them in round robin. So um, but yeah, I mean they're a good team, honestly. Like they don't really have any. They're kind of like a well-rounded team, honestly. Like they don't have any easy outs in my opinion because like anybody that's like not Randy or Taylor, like Kyle's a good catcher. And Kyle had really good counters on Brandon Kelly. He was like kind of like eating him up a little bit because like Brandon would throw, but Kyle would time his counters like really well. And that's like the best time to get Brandon, honestly, because Brandon's really elusive on the back line. And Kevin Kimmick, I think Kevin's like a really good player. Um, and against us, like they aim for me early, like off the pitch back. Like I'm at the back line and they just throw the pitch back and they just throw at me immediately. And they've done it both tournaments, and I don't know why. Like I just don't think about it and I just don't pay attention, and they've hit me both times, like off in the first set. So
You know why.
yeah, yeah, I know why. But but yeah, and then like the girls on the team are solid too. So because like yeah, you got Carly, like their team is just well rounded. Like they drafted that team really, really well. Allison's good. Um so yeah, and Jess from Boston solid too. So like they have a good team. So we played them in round robin and then we played them in playoffs, and they were up 2-0 on us in playoffs. So
Oh
uh
shit, really?
Ooh.
yeah. Yeah, we had this we went down, we lost set the first set, and then the second set we got down like 6 players to 2, and it was like Pat and Megan left, and then we like stepped off kind of early with like 6 minutes left because we were like, all right, let's just reset this and then go. Yeah, but we came back and won 3-2. But yeah, they're a good team.
I think they're like I think they're honestly the most explosive team. Whether like they can like 6-0 a team like real quick at everyone off the court. They could catch people on and off the court. I also think that things can go really bad for them really quick because they like to
Yeah.
get in like those fast like interactions, like those domino plays.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they're a high risk, high reward team. Cause like what Randy said on his episode with you last time, like they can kind of play with extra lives and they can play kind of volatile because like you have Kevin, you have Carly, you have Kyle that can make catches and bring you back in. But yeah, those I think where their next like step is those exchanges that you're talking about, especially in foam. Like you have to win those exchanges, and I think we won those a little more, and I think that's when they start winning those, they're gonna be scary, I think, in semi-pro.
For sure. When we played them, we didn't get to play them in the playoffs, but I think we beat them 3-2. I think it was 3-2. But yeah, there was like that very last game where and no ball blocking, Nate caught Taylor and then I caught someone, but it was like those quick interactions where we just ended up winning. And it was I think like a 5v5 and it turned into like a 4v2 real quick.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing with this team. When in April, and I was asking about Squabble Up because that was I think that was the very first set that we played or game. Matt said, yeah, throw at everyone's feet. They could all catch and they will kill us. And I think like my first throw or like my first like play was a catch. And I looked at him and I was like, damn, you're right. Damn. All right.
Faces or laces, baby.
Yeah.
Shout out Carly though. Carly is, I believe, a t-shirt girl, floor girl for the Knicks, and then I think she's a Rangers ice girl, if that makes sense. I don't watch
Yeah,
hockey like that. She got me a Knicks t-shirt, and then on her Instagram story, like a week ago, she was celebrating with Ben Stiller.
yeah, that was cool.
I saw her, and I was like, "Dude, you're living my life." I want to be a t-shirt girl so bad for the Knicks.
That was pretty cool. Love it.
Yeah. Let's talk about some other teams. Shake and Bake. So Shake and Bake pretty well. What do you guys think?
They were missing two, or were they missing anybody? Um, were they missing anyone?
Well,
They were missing another Brian.
oh, Priest.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that, but other than that, I think they had everybody. But oh, and Tara Pang. They didn't have Tara Pang.
Oh yeah, they didn't have Tara. Carlos. I think there was something going on with him. I don't think he was originally supposed to play. That's what Nikki was saying.
Oh,
Oh, really?
And then Meredith's knee was, messed up.
yeah. So that was tough, but I think Shake and Bake's a good team. Like they're whenever I think about like playing them, like I know that they're like Andrew and Nikki, they're gonna be like annoying defensively to like get out. So I kind of just leave them alone, and I just I work middle to out, for the most part, and just try to, if I'm gonna hit them, like I hit them with like crossers or try to like have the corners get their eyes somehow, um, or just hit them in transition. Like that's just the best way to get Andrew and Nikki. But yeah, they're a good team. I think offensively, like they're like okay, but defensively, like they're pretty solid. But Brian and Carlos throwing out of the middle is good. And then having Jeff this weekend. Jeff was harming people this week.
Yeah, it was.
Jeff was harming people.
Yeah, it
So
was.
That's
And
putting it lightly.
yeah, and Jeff is fucking yoked.
yeah, it's like yeah, he's got like 2% body fat. Like
Crazy.
he looked like he was made in a lab. Like
The body we all want.
yeah.
Seriously.
All right, and the last team we have not talked about, Phoenix. So I only got to play them once. I didn't get to ref them at all.
Hmm.
What do you guys think? How did they do?
I didn't play them this time around. That was the only team we didn't play.
We played them. That was our last game. And that was also like the set where we both knew that we were going to be the two teams not in the playoffs. So we kind of just were like, ah, let's just ball. I think they were also missing some people too. I
Any?
know, what was it?
Oh, Tanny, yeah.
Tenny.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a big loss.
Yeah, and I know Ben was kind of upset about that, but honestly, they did really good still, all things considered. I think they came away with two wins on the day.
Yeah, they just
Um,
missed the playoffs
I think
from
by like a
Sauce.
tie, right?
Yeah. I
Something
think
like
I
that.
think we were fifth. We only had 2 wins.
Yeah,
Yeah, Sauce and it was between Sauce and Phoenix.
so even without Tenny, like they were like really close to punching their ticket, and that's even like without their celeb, that's without their captain. So it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Brandon for people at home, Brandon's a captain. But yeah, Tenny's a
Oh,
big loss.
my bad.
No, you're good.
yeah,
You're good.
yeah. So
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about playoffs. So Bo, who do you guys play first round?
we had a bye and then we played Squabble Up first.
And that's when you said you guys were down 2-0 and had to come back.
We did. Yes. So they squabble up like they know like exactly like what to do to play us. I feel like they like game planned. Like kind of how like the Knicks like they have a game plan to beat the Celtics. Like they
Mm,
built their team to beat the Celtics. Like
good example.
I feel like this is I feel like squabble up like Randy has like built their team to like beat beat us. Like he wants to beat us so bad. And yeah, they definitely came out of the gates and were playing with a lot of urgency and yeah, they ran their ways like they were running us down pretty good. And then yeah, they went up 1-0 and then they went up 2-0 quick and then Quan we're about to lose the second set and then Quan looks at me, he's like, next set, let me go. And I was like, yes, Dad.
Yes, sir.
I was
No
like,
questions asked.
sir, yes, sir. And then yeah, so then we just let Quan go and then yeah. And then we just then we won 3 in a row. So
Yeah, Quan is so fucking good.
yeah, he's good. His foam throw is starting to get a little more consistent. But yeah, he will go some stretches where he'll just, because his arm angle is like kind of like a pitching machine. So like he's very prone to like spike it straight into the ground or sail it like 20 feet above the person. But it's usually at least like straight like on you. But it's just a matter of like if he spikes it in the ground or not.
I
Uh,
got very lucky when we played you guys. I lined up against Quan, and I mean, I get low 95% of the time. So a lot of the balls were over my head, but I'm like, God damn, that shit is coming in fast.
yeah, he throws pretty hard. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So, but yeah, that was a really good series. So.
Mhm. We got first rounded by Shake and Bake.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was a good series. I was shagging for Shake and Bake. And yeah, I was kind of thinking about like cuz we were playing the winner of that, I think. Obviously.
Uh, no, that was the first round.
Oh.
You guys played Invictus, correct? Or wait, no.
No, well, we were in the semi. That was
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah,
like
wait. Bo, you played Shake and Bake in the finals, no?
yeah.
Actually, yeah,
So that
no,
was the
we didn't
semis.
get. Yeah, 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 you're right. You're right.
So yeah, so I was like thinking, I was like trying to think of like who I would rather play. And like I didn't really come up with like a good answer because it's kind of like pick your poison really. Um so
It
yeah.
definitely had the deeper team for this past tournament.
Yeah. I would say so. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, but you guys are but like the thing with Impact is like you guys always just like figure it out and I didn't want to deal with that part. Like that intangible part of like Impact slash Charter just always figures it out and like playoffs. So I didn't want that like aura in the final of having to deal with that.
Yeah, no, that last game was rough. It was 2-2. We didn't challenge Jeff whatsoever. We kind of let him cook us. They overloaded my side, so they had Jeff and Nikki each with a ball across from me. So it's just, hey Matt, you eat. Jeans, Nate, you guys eat on the right hand side. I'm gonna try and do my best to hold two guys down. Ashley's gonna try and stay alive, and
Yeah.
it worked pretty well. And then that last game, we finally tested Jeff. There were two balls at him. We get him out, and then he doubles up and gets Nikki out right next to him.
Hmm.
Then yeah, there was one call that there was one call, and we lose.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
A little
Um,
rough, but yeah.
yeah, the double that they got on like Matt and whoever was next to him, that was rough.
I believe it was Matt,
Matt and Jeans, right?
yeah, and Jeans.
Oh yeah,
And then
that.
Tree wasn't looking, and then I'm like,
Oh, and
eyes,
then
eyes, eyes.
oh, and Andrew hit her right afterwards. That's right.
Yeah. It was just like a 3-person swing in
Yeah, I was like, oh
We
man.
went from up 6-4,
seconds.
just getting the double,
Yeah.
to, in my opinion, getting the hit, but that's okay. And it would have been Amanda, Meredith,
Mare.
and Andrew
And Andrew.
on
Mind you,
on 6.
Yeah.
Mare's got one working
One
knee.
one knee. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, at that point when you got the double, I was like, "Oh yeah, that's wraps." And I was like, "Here comes Impact with like the playoff aura. Like you just can't you just can't ever like knock them out. You just can't kill them."
With the power of number 11.
Yeah, I like started playing in my mind. I'm like I just see like the video, the thumbnail. Like
Bo, I'm not gonna lie, I could have done you really dirty for that finals because I recorded it even though I wasn't playing in it.
yeah.
And I was gonna post the picture, the Facebook picture.
Oh, really?
I was
If
gonna
we
do it.
lost, if we
I was gonna
lost,
do it regardless, but I was like,
oh,
nah, I'm not gonna do
oh, I wouldn't have cared.
it.
I think
wait, what picture?
there's like a picture from when like a long time ago, and then I lost a bet. I think it was like a basketball bet or something. And then I had to like shave my head like even shorter than like my hair is now. I usually use like a 1.5 guard, but
Hmm.
like skin, like basically like skin.
Oh, so bald.
Bald. And
Capital B.
I had to do it for like almost the entire summer. And so yeah, there's like a picture of that. So
Ryan, I'm gonna need your services later.
yeah,
Oh, it's on
yeah.
Facebook. It's on
Oh, it
Facebook.
is? Okay, I'll find it.
It's on what, Jackie's picture, right?
Yeah, the one that they bumped. But I
Okay.
mean, I'll even text it to you. I don't even care if you have
Alright.
it. You don't have to search that
We
hard
all
for it.
anger reacted it, and then Abby out of nowhere just like post that picture of Bill.
Yeah, facts. I just caught a stray for no reason.
We definitely have to find someone to anger react in Minnesota.
Yeah, facts.
I'm addicted to it, dude. I text my friends that aren't even there. I'm like, please anger react.
It's such like a random thing. Like
Just
that's
pops
funny.
up.
Yeah.
It's like shit. That's on my timeline again. That's kind of embarrassing, but it's also kind of like, oh, my friends are thinking of me.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like bittersweet. You're like a Sour Patch Kid.
Yeah. Jackie's like, do not anger react me. I'm like, uh-huh. I'm definitely not going to,
Yeah.
just because you asked.
Well, that's like the dumbest thing you could say.
No, seriously.
All right, let's get into the questions. So got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions.
Oh God.
Bo, I'm not gonna lie, most of these are for you.
God.
I think that you can
How
figure
many are
out.
about no sting?
Most of them are about no sync / the Celtics.
I was about to say, where's the Celtics?
All right, we got a question from Nick Dachenko. How are you
Great.
going to beat the boasting allegations?
Yeah. Well, I didn't plan on playing in the Boston round because it's no sting, but then Flight decided that we want to play it, so I'm gonna play it.
That's cap. I heard it was going to be foam, and Bo hit up USA Dodgeball. I was like, please, it needs to be no sting.
Absolutely
No
not.
way.
Absolutely not.
Ryan, is that true?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Oh, fuck.
Absolutely
Damn.
not. Well, here's the thing. We're not even like the no sting like reigning champs now. It's precision, so
Oh, yeah.
they just won in Cleveland, so
Dude, I'm such an idiot. I had Heat on hashtag ad a few, was it like 4 episodes ago to talk about Cleveland. And the
Mhm.
entire time I'm like thinking that it's foam. And he's like, bro, it's no sting. And I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Precision, are they going to Minnesota?
I don't know.
I was gonna say.
I didn't see him.
I don't see like precision. I don't know that precision
Oh,
wins,
you know
like,
what?
a
No,
lot
I
of-
don't think so. I saw a lot of them posting that they're free agents.
Oh yeah, that's true. But yeah, I
I-
don't think like precision's like a big like foam team.
I feel like such an idiot though. Like I'm out here asking Jackson about D&D and I can't even get like the ball type of a tournament right.
Dude, that was some next level research too. I thought you had all your shit together.
People in the
That's
comment
it.
section, I want you guys to guess the last 4 of Jackson's social security.
Whoa.
That's jokes.
All right, we got another one for Bo. This is from Joey Kramer.
Oh
How
god.
much heat are you gonna be? How much heat are you gonna have for day 2 in Minneapolis? Grove, baby.
How much heat am I gonna have? Oh yeah, because I'm playing with him for mixed for Groove. So I owe him a good division because I played with him in Tucson and every time, and it was mixed no sting. So every time I threw a bad ball and no sting, I just yelled out, "I'm a foam player" as I ran back. So I just yelled out, "Sorry, I'm a foam player." So yeah, he's probably expecting a lot more from me this time around in mixed foam. So. I got you, Joey, this time around. So, yeah, shout out Groove.
All right, this one is from Kenzie, Mackenzie from Connecticut. Bo,
Okay.
what is the hardest obstacle you had to overcome post Achilles rupture?
I would say honestly, like the mental side of it's just like feeling like stuff was just like kind of like taken away from you, I guess. Like not like going to nationals and not being able to play kind of sucked. And then feeling like you have a super long road to like getting back. It's like, damn, it's like on paper you have like 9 months, even though I played in February, which wasn't the best idea. Mackenzie, do not do that, by the way.
Yeah, I've been giving her advice. I told her about how you played in what was it, Phoenix or
And Tempe.
Tempe? Yeah, yeah.
And I was basically a statue. I just home countered the entire tournament. But yeah, it was but yeah, it was just like the rehab was tough and just like the mentals of just like the first 4 months sucked. It was just like being in a boot and just like not being able to really do anything. And then like I gained a bunch of weight. I think I was like 230 pounds at like my max weight. And like I'm finally down to like 200 now, but it was just like a lot of like that, like the mental side. But and then even now I think about like certain things of like risking getting hurt again, and like you think about it sometimes, but when I'm playing and I'm on the court I don't think about it. But yeah, I think like the mental side sometimes.
You had that cool like scooter bike thing too, right?
Oh, like my one wheel.
Yeah.
What's up, Theo?
If I ever have like a really bad ankle or knee injury, I'm definitely gonna rock one of those.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's how I get around Boston when I don't want
Just
to
on
park my
that.
car. Yeah, no, I ride my one wheel all around Boston.
No, 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 no. We're thinking of two different things.
What?
The thing where you have like your knee up and you like kind of like when
It's like
you
a
have
scooter.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that knee scooter. Oh, yeah, I can't do that in my neighborhood because I have brick sidewalks. So that would not work for me. And I live literally on a hill. Like my neighborhood's called Beacon Hill, and like I literally am on a hill. So if like the brakes give out on that thing, it's chalked. We lost.
Mm.
That's why I had to have that peg leg crutch because even like using crutches, like normal crutches on my hill, like the brick sidewalks, like it just doesn't work. So that's why I had to use the
Damn.
peg leg crutch.
Gotcha.
I remember in middle school, I broke my ankle and I was really, really upset they didn't have the knee scooter for me. It was like, oh, it's for your ankle. But I was like, middle school, I just wanted a scooter to go in school. Then we're to the point where I almost just didn't bring my crutches. And my dad like literally like screamed at me until I got my crutches. But I want a knee scooter. I was like, oh.
I'm holding out for a knee scooter.
Facts. Spraining my ankle on purpose so I can get a knee scooter.
I'm jealous. I haven't broken anything, which
One
means
day.
I'm going to break something this weekend.
Yeah, that
Knock
was
on wood.
stupid. That
Knock
was
on
so
wood.
stupid to say.
All right, I got one more for Bo. This is from Dylan Tobia. If the Celtics were dodgeball players, why are they no sting players?
If they were dodgeball players,
If the Celtics were dodgeball players, why are they no sting players?
if
Great
they were,
question.
if they were, they
Good
would be
question.
if they were, they'd be champions, but
Some may say the Knicks are no sting players.
they're not champions, so
Not yet.
that's true. Yeah,
Why
I
do you
don't
say
know.
that?
The Celtics are gonna have an interesting offseason. I feel like they got to make some key decisions here, whether they blow it up a little bit or what. So, but I don't know. More to come. I could go on a soapbox about that.
I'll have you on for an episode soon about playoffs and Boston stuff. All right, we got two for Jackson. Jackson, this is from Justin Thomas. Jackson's dodgeball plans for this year. What is his furthest? Oh, okay. What is his furthest tournament?
My furthest tournament is probably just going to be Minnesota. Yeah. I don't have money like that to go to like Seattle or Dallas at the moment.
Feet Finder.
That is a good point. That is a very good point. Hey Ryan, can you send me a referral code? But
Macomb 15.
We're gonna collab.
What do you think we do on Wednesdays? It's not dodgeball. So yeah, Minnesota is definitely my furthest tournament. And then I'm gonna do Boston, USA, and then Boston draft. I'm gonna try to go to Philly at the end of the year. And gosh, most of my tournaments are already up now. At the moment, I don't have any other plans, but I'm not opposed to going to New Orleans or to FTC. But
No, that's the Nationals.
that's
FTC is in
Nationals is
and,
in New Orleans.
Yeah. So Nationals in New Orleans, and then is FTC not a thing? Or
Yeah, in Dallas.
Yeah. So yeah,
Dallas.
so yeah, New Orleans and Dallas.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
okay.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't be opposed to, but I don't know. We'll see how Minnesota goes, and then I'll work from there.
He's got the bug.
Yeah, yeah, it's a big bug.
That's all it takes. And then last one, this is from Mackenzie. Jackson, you already answered this one, but who or how were you introduced into dodgeball?
Yeah, it was Mikey. He just posted something on Instagram. I slid in his DMs.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, and we did a little talking, and then went to dodgeball. Yeah, yeah. No, that's really it.
thought you were gonna go somewhere. They're like, "What are you wearing?"
I'm not. I'm not. Those DMs are not safe for public.
That's pretty much it, boys. Do we have any plugs?
uh, not really. Shout out to Fly
Nah.
Boys.
Shout out Flight,
Going to get one this weekend.
Facts.
Maybe
Shout out
two.
Bananarchy.
Oh yeah, Ryan's not playing cloth, so
Wait, you're not?
Bro,
he may
come
only
on.
get one. He may only get one medal. Not two.
I'm gonna wear something very hot for you guys, though.
Nice, I love that. A little
that true?
cheerleader outfit.
Yeah.
Hell, fucking yeah.
Remember last year at Nationals, someone had pom poms on the side.
Yeah.
You're like, gee, you.
Ain't no way. Is that gonna be you? Are you gonna do that?
I will, dude.
I should Amazon some pom poms.
Maybe a tutu.
Oh, dude, we talked about this in the past. Maybe I won't say this online. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
Okay.
thing? What thing?
We'll talk
Ma-
after the recording.
Yeah. We'll let you in. We'll let you in.
And if anybody wants to know, I'll sell this information for like $100.
No, you at least need to get a flight to a tournament out of it.
Good point. Good point. We'll talk. We'll talk.
Yeah, but yeah, shout out Flight Boys. Shout out Rye. Feel like I got to do that. Shout out Rye. Getting our jerseys always right, and they're giving us socks for.
Oh
Getting us
yeah,
socks.
yeah.
Getting us socks for the tournament. So shout out
That's
Rye.
gas. That's gas.
The goats. So
Hell yeah.
sweet.
Jackson, you got anything?
Shout out Ryan too. Goat. And Jalen Brunson.
Not the goat.
And
Kim's the goat.
Yeah, and Kim.
But shout out to Benarchy. Thanks for having me on, guys. Let's go. Let's still take it away from Flight. Let's take it away from Flight this time.
All right, this calls on.
Hey, all right, Dustin Harwood. Dustin
Shout out-
Harwood. If
shout out-
you're
shout out to
doing the
Sluggers.
schedule us. First game.
First
Flight
game.
versus Bananarchy.
That's
Run it.
fine. Bo's gonna be hungover. Ryan's gonna be pissed at him. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna talk to your team and be like, everyone step off, please. It's gonna be a 6-on-1.
Welcome to Dodge. Welcome to USA Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Facts. Just throw the balls over and then step off.
We should just all suicide.
Facts.
I'll
Flight
dodge
kill,
all
flight
six.
kill, flight kill.
Facts.
I'll dodge all six. I'll dodge all six. I'll catch Ryan. Just to fight him.
Probably.
Bad. Yeah, his thumb hurts.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, that'll happen for sure. But now, shout out Slugger, shout out Ryan. Yeah, that's all I got.
Shout out Nutmeg. Shout out BDL. USA
Shout out
Dodgeball.
Nutmeg. Shout out BDL. Shout out
Yeah,
LA
they're cool.
Kick. Shout out
Yeah.
Sal. Shout out Giancarlo. Shout out Brett.
Mm.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Abby.
Ace of Spades. Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Shout out Abby. Abby, we were having a conversation at the bar. You were upset about something. I don't remember what you're upset about. I don't think we got to that point. We were also both drinking.
Mm.
I
Good
think
point.
she was upset that you said that our teams were ass on the last one. And then Ace of Spades. We brought it home, so shout out Ace of Spades.
Put your money where your mouth was. Also, this is a dry episode. No drinking. No twisted teas this episode.
Yeah, facts.
So if it's a little boring, this is why. If you want like an unhinged Ryan, you gotta start drinking twisted teas.
Start liking and subscribing, and then you'll get more Twisted Teas.
Yeah, we'll get
Facts.
some twisted episodes.
Hell yeah. There you go.
But all right, boys, thank you for hopping on. Be on the lookout for Flight this weekend. Be on the lookout for Jackson.
Just me.
All right, boys, thank you.
Thank you.